What's going on, guys? FlyDBZ here, and we're back for another Pokemon Masters video. Now, we are going to be going into some events with the Legendary Trio. So, what I mean by that is the OG 3 trainers that most of us probably grew up with, and that is Red, Blue, and Leaf. So, I would really like to see like a proper Legendary Trio team. Now, we are going to be getting the basically the new meta. I talked about that in another video, but essentially, if we have 3 of the same type, so for example we have 3 fire types on the team, we're going to get some kind of buff. And then later on in the future, they also mentioned that we don't need to have 2 or 3 of the same types in order to get the buff. We'll have different combinations with trainers too to get the buff. So I would really like to see a Legendary Trio, so Blue, Red, and Leaf from the original Pokemon games, just become a team everybody could run to, and just get some kind of crazy buff. But we're gonna go into some events. Imagine going in with Red and Charizard, Blue and Blastoise, and then Leaf and Venusaur. That would be such an awesome team. I'd love that. But just imagine that, seeing Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard together on the same team, tag teaming, beating every event. I think that would be so cool. But yeah, I would love to see that. So we're just, it would be so awesome. But we're gonna go into this event. We're just gonna mainly use Charizard because we got the type advantage. But then later on, we'll just go through each of these. Now, obviously, when we use the 3 sync pairs, when we probably get a Signasuit Leaf, Signasuit Blue, and then we can put them all on a team together, and then we get the stat boost with having them 3 on the team, it's going to be more viable. And obviously, having that is going to change the game. And I'm talking about, when you have 3 Pokemon or sync pairs on the team, you get a stat buffs. Depending on the variation of team, sync pairs you have on the team. So that's gonna change the game for sure, and it's gonna cause a little bit of an unbalance unless they make these events a little bit harder, depending on how big the stat buffs are. If it's 90% move gauge refresh, for you to regain it faster, that would be nuts. But having teams like this would make the game so much more fun, honestly. Imagine just going into each event and then you run Blue, Red, and Leaf in these events, and then you get certain stat boost, or you could run in with an Elite 4 team, or in this case an Elite 3, or you could have a Champions team, where you could have Cynthia, what's his name, Elder from the Unova region, where he was originally the champion. Or then you could have Iris, the champion, and you could have them 3 as a thing. So you could have any league champion and then put them on the team, and then you could get 20% more attack and stuff like that. The possibilities of having these team combos would be so cool, and I'd love to see something like that come into Pokemon Masters. It would be so nice to have. But even if they don't have that, that's still gonna be fine, I guess. But it's a possibility we could have that, because they did mention, because we are gonna have 3, we go in with 3 flying types or 2 flying types at the minimum, and then we get a stat buffs. And then they did mention that we are gonna be able to see different team combos as well with different sync pairs. That would be see, having that in there, having the wording of that in there is giving us hope as well, for having these fun team combinations. And I'd really like to see that, and I'm sure a lot of people will too, because honestly, it really would make the game more fun. Because just think about that, running certain teams, you don't need to have a support type. Obviously that would help, depending on the kind of buff that they give you. So let's say the team that you run is mostly all strikers. If you have that, then you could get maybe 20% more health or 20% more defense, and then having a support type would be good. It would help even more. But depending, for example, you have Blue, Red, and then maybe Professor Oak, and there's going to be no one on the team that's going to be tanking, obviously. So then maybe they could give you 35% defense and special defense for that team. And then you could just rock with that team, because obviously Professor Oak, blue and red, or you could do blue, Leaf, and Professor Oak, because regardless, that's still going to be like a trio. Because like when you're starting out Leaf, Green, Fire Red, or Blue and Red, you're starting off with either Red or Leaf, and then you encounter Blue, and then you see Professor Oak as well. So like it all starts with either of them. So like we could have fun combos like that. Like you don't need to have like Blue or a support type. Sorry, like the possibilities are so fun, and now we can actually utilize Blue in this event here. So I'm happy with that. So I'm gonna rock with Blue, take them out. Okay, so we're probably just gonna go for a blast burn on this guy, just because like this stage is like made for for Blue and Red, so they can team up and just take them out. But like that's what I mean. Like they could have like these events where like it's mainly for certain sync pairs team up, which would be so cool. Like I'd love to see something like that, but that's gonna be in the future. It's like I would probably say it's a 95% chance that we're gonna see something like that. Like imagine just having Mega Blastoise, Mega Venusaur, and Mega Charizard in one team. Like, oh, that's gonna be so awesome. I cannot wait for the future of this game. And I can surely say with confidence this game is not gonna die anytime soon. Just like how a lot of people are saying, oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle is gonna die. It's dying. It's like, no. It's not dying. They're slowly reaching up on 350 million downloads, and yeah, a lot of these gacha games, like if you've been around for a year basically, you're gonna be sticking around for a lot longer than a year. So Pokemon Masters is here for a year now. It's gonna be a year coming late August of this year, obviously. So so yeah, this game is coming in nice, and the stamina system will make or break this game. But they said that because they've heard our feedback, so they're probably like, okay, a lot of people don't like the stamina system, but let's see if they actually don't like the stamina system. So they're like, okay, they don't like it, we heard the feedback, but we're gonna make it anyways, and if you guys really don't like it, then we'll get rid of it and go back to the old system and upgrade our old system from there on. So they're probably doing it like that, but still. But having the player level and everything, increasing the stamina for every time we level up, I like that, but yeah. But like I just love seeing this Blue, Red, and Leaf. Like every time I go into a battle with them, like this is the first time I'm ever doing this too, because I thought of it. I was like, okay, let me make a video on it, and then maybe we could see a certain team combination in the future with upgraded sync pairs for them. So like that would be super cool. But seeing them in one team, I just love it. It just brings back nostalgia every time I see all three of them. So like having a team like this, I just love it. And basically, it reminds me of why or when I started to play Pokemon. Like my very first games were Pokemon Leaf Green, and Fire Red. So like I've been playing Pokemon for such a long time. Probably like a lot of you guys too. Like you got Pokemon Masters because you love Pokemon, you grew up with Pokemon. So having a mobile version that you could play with on the go, an official Pokemon game on the phone that you can play with anywhere you want, anywhere you are. And just play with your favorite Pokemon, which is awesome, and I love the idea of that. And like, yeah, this game has a lot of flaws with it too, but like there's a lot of good that this game has done too, so like that can't be denied. But this game definitely has a lot of potential to be grown still, and there's a lot to be like untold, like to be shown for this game. So there's still a lot to be done for this game, and I can't wait. But that'll be it for the video. I just wanted to show off this legendary trio, because then we can look back at it and see this legendary trio like now compared to when we get their upgraded sync pairs in the future, like Signal Suit Leaf, Signal Suit Blue, and how well they work together, and it's gonna be so cool. But anyways, that's gonna be it for the video, and I will see you guys later.